Hey, guess what? We're making a webcam, a vlog thing, and we're gonna read all the texts in our inbox. Okay. She's like,
Are you crazy?
No. Okay. The last person I texted was Matthew. Okay, this is funny. No, it's not. He said, laying down. I said, that's wankster. He said, I know, right? Haha. And I said, mm-hmm. He said, what do you want to talk about? I was like, anything you want to talk about. And he said, well, really, I don't know. And I was like, oh, okay. He said, do you know? I said, well, my mind isn't anywhere but in the gutter. Which means I'm always thinking about, like... And, my mind is always in the gutter. So if you think of something to talk about, then we should talk about it. And he said, aight.
How do you reply to that?
So I didn't reply. We haven't talked since. I've talked to my ex, who I hate, more than I've talked to him. But you know what? I'm not complaining anymore. And then Antoine said, why didn't you send me that picture yet? And I was like, I thought you got it.
What picture?
A picture. And then he said, nope, I didn't get it. And I was like, well, I sent it to you. I'll do it again in a little bit. He said, all right, don't forget, baby. And I said, I won't. He said, okay, talk to you later. I said, okay, peace. And then Emily said, do you think I'm very cocky? I said, yeah. And she said, how? I said, I don't know. I was just kidding. Why? And then she said, because Zoe said that, and you know everyone thinks I'm just psycho, and even you think that. I was like, psycho? She said, crazy, lol. But I'm not cocky, I'm kooky. Why'd you hang up on me? I said, lol. She said, that's it, I'm sending you a modeling agent. I said, lol. She said, you're way too pretty. I said, thank you, thank you. Then Caroline said, I said, Zach asked for my number. And then she said, I thought you said you don't give, I don't want to, he ain't gonna see this. I thought you said you don't want to give ugly people your number. And I said, whoops. And then she said, did you give it to him? And I said, yes. He hasn't texted me, by the way. Anyway, and then Ashley said, go to eastspin.com. That's boring. Owen said, hey. I didn't reply. Logan said, hey. I didn't reply. And then Miranda sent me a text. They said, Tyler just told me his dad gave him a spanking for real after he saw me a month ago. LMAO, just imagine it. I said, he's a pussy. And then she said, LOL, he said he just sat there, but it cracked me up. And I said, pussy. And then he said, you're a pussy. And I said, vagina. And then he said, okay, just check my sentence on it was Tyler. I said, tell him to fuck off. And she didn't reply. And then Jake said, really, Tiffany, really? Haha, that was pretty great. I gotta give you props for that one. I said, I'm not playing with you. And then he said, yes, you are. Didn't you call me? And I was like, you called 4 times, dude. And then he said, didn't you call me and say something about you wanting to fuck me in a weird voice? Wasn't that you? And I said, no, now leave me alone. And he said, okay, I'm sorry for accusing you then. I said, okay, and we're done. Your turn. Wow, that's 2 minutes of boring ass.
Wait. Let's find an interesting one.
Why you have so many? Do you delete your texts?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I do. It's a kind of good one too.
No, nobody's talking to me and it's upsetting me.
Yeah, I'll read mine from Darla.
No, I don't want to talk to him. Never mind. Any day now.
I'm trying to get to the top shelf. She was like, hey, what's up with you? And then, hey, what's up with you? And then, hey. I was like, you got your phone back. She was like, yeah, can I call you? I was like, no, not now, in the car. And she was like, oh, so you still come to school tomorrow?
Your mom's gonna see this and I was cussing. That's okay. Keep going.
And I was like, yes, and he was like, okay, good, I can't wait to see you. And I was like, I can't wait to see you either.
Aw, see, they're sweet.
And then she was like, yeah, so are you sleepy? And I was like, no, too hyper. She was like, oh, why? And I was like, I don't know, kind of like last night, I'm just hyper for no reason. Ha. And then she was like, oh, yeah. I asked Mom if I could be a car editor, but she said no. I was like, oh, okay. And she was like, yeah, so I'm bored. I was like, me too, but you're not stuck in a car. She was like, I know, so how far are y'all? I was like, we're in West Virginia. And she was like, oh, y'all are far away. And I was like, yeah, 200 miles. And she was like, that's a lot of miles. I want you to come back safe. And I was like, don't worry. Don't worry about it. We're always safe. And it's like, and we got into, like, this close from a car accident, literally. And then the tire blew. Anyways. Yeah, let's find a new one. Let's find
Ah! My nostrils are huge.
Mm. Okay, so this is between Daryl and I. He was like, hey, can we talk, like, now? I was like, what? Not on the phone. Phil was like, no, I just want to know if I did something to make you mad. And if I did, what did I do? I was like, what happened to you never texting me ever again? He was like, well, I was mad at you when I said that. That's why I texted you. I was like, well, I kind of think that you should take your own advice again. And he was like, what did I do? I was like, just go, dang. Don't lick my computer again.
Oh yeah!
Don't lick my
Was that necessary?
Was that necessary?
It's just sitting there.
It is. It's necessary.
Okay.
That made it worse. It streaked it. Look, it's still just sitting there. It is. It's just sitting there.
This is 6 minutes. We gotta go by.
Bye.